I know I said I was going to do 2 more videos. I'm only going to do 1 because I realized that one of the videos I was going to do I've already done. So I'm not going to continue with that video. So I'm going to do 1 more, the review. It's on The Fugitive, starring Harrison Ford, on Tommy Lee Jones. You know, you have to check that. I know his name. But it was so good, but it drove my anxiety up the wall because it's so tense and so nerve-wracking. But you know how it's gonna end because that's just the way it is. Like, it's gonna wrap up in a way that you know how it's supposed to end. So it's like, it's still like, it's so stressful. Like, it was so stressful. And if you get stressed easily, this movie will do that because I got incredibly stressed out. Because I'm like, you know how it's supposed to end in the back of your head, and you're like, this is supposed to end in a certain way. But then some of the times, the moments in this movie, like, how is this going to turn out? So it was still kind of scary. It was still kind of nerve wracking, even like, and I was just like, that was so good. I'm probably going to do another video on actor because I love him. I don't think he gets as much recognition as he probably could. So I'm gonna do another one. But anyway, this movie had Julianne Moore and it had Jane Lynch, and that was interesting because they were so young. I don't know when Julianne Moore's first movie was. I don't know if it was The Fugitive or not, but she was really young. And here's Jane Lynch. I don't watch Glee. I will never watch Glee, but I know Jane Lynch because she was a character actor for many years before she was a star on a TV show. So you might not know her name, but I'm sure you've seen her in something. Because honestly, she was in like everything. She was on Friends. She was on the finale episode or the one before the finale episode. She was the realtor for Janice. If you remember that, she was all in Gilmore Girls. She was the nurse. The whatchamacallit, receptionist, I think, at the hospital that Emily yells at. She's just been in like so much. Like, if you watch, I think it's also on ER, if I'm not mistaken. She probably was. Everyone's been on ER pretty much, so I'm pretty sure she had been on that. But she's been on like everything as an extra. Now she became like big deal when she got Glee, so kind of interesting to see. And people kind of freak out when they see her in things, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, she's been around for a long time. So you might not know her name, but I'm guarantee that you've seen her before on something. That's a minor character. But anyway, she's in this and she looks so young and it's so weird. But like I said, this movie was great and it blew my mind. And it was just like action and thrilling, and like I said, it made me so nervous and anxious, and that's good. That's good. You want to have that. You don't want to be watching a movie like this and be like, okay, whatever. You want to kind of get into it. Like, I get into movies a lot, and especially when it's like high intensity, I really get into it because I'm like so nervous for the character. So this movie was great in doing that. So, I highly recommend the movie if you haven't already figured it out. Give it 2 thumbs up, and you need to watch it if you haven't. I'm sure a lot of people have. I'm just catching up to it now. But, yeah, and that's all.